Right, welcome ladies and gents. Apparently Pedro Pascal is going to be playing Reed Richards in Fantastic Four. Not only that, apparently Javier Bardem is going to be Galactus. What on earth is going on? I really like Javier Bardem. I think he's a fantastic actor. Genuinely an incredible actor. Not in enough stuff. I mean, I remember seeing him in, what was it, No Country for Old Men. And I just thought, wow, what a staggeringly good performance. Very, just so much conviction, unassuming, just such a great actor. And I quite like Pedro Pascal in some stuff, but my God, he's in everything now. And I don't think he'd make a good Reed Richards. So, initially, this is a report from Deadline. We'll take a look at the other report in a minute, but it's just bad casting. Javier Bardem as Galactus. It doesn't really matter, you know. I think he would put in a good performance because he's probably just going to be voice work and maybe some motion capture stuff. I think Javier Bardem's quite a good fit. Pedro Pascal, I just don't see as Reed Richards. I don't see it. It doesn't get. Yeah, I just don't get it. It's a weird casting choice to me. But we'll take a look. So, Deadline say after months of speculation over who might play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, the wait may finally be over. While a deal is far from done, sources tell Deadline that 3-time Emmy nominee Pedro Pascal is in talks to play the leader of the Fantastic Four. Insiders add that scheduling is still being worked out, but multiple sources close to the negotiations are saying it's headed in the right direction for Pascal to do this and his other future projects. Pascal has a full dance card that includes Gladiator 2, which is expected to go into production before the end of the year, as well as his popular HBO series The Last of Us, which is expected to shoot next year, as well as Weapons, as well as The Mandalorian as well. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So this is what I mean. He's just in everything, but I don't think he's that good. Not for everything that he's in. He's a good actor, but not for everything. Marvel had no comment. As for the other members of the team, that can now be worked out, as it was essential to figure out who will be playing Richards. Apparently, I don't understand why that is. It was essential to figure out Reed Richards first. Why? Before they could go out with offers to others. The hope would be to shoot early next year, so expect this cast to fill out quickly with director Matt Shakman, currently in pre-production at Pinewood Studios. Now this will be fascinating because they are filming in the UK, which means we'll learn of the entire budget. That will be completely revealed, as that's part of the perks of it being shot in the UK. And also one of the detriments, because they shoot it in the UK, they get a massive kickback from the UK taxpayer, which is fucking annoying, but never mind. Anyway, so let's take a look at this, right? So anyway, let's dive into this report, which is Fantastic Four, apparently, and I quote, way too white, not my words. And they've added Pedro Pascal and Javier Bardem as Galactus. So this, some of this stuff is from Jeff Snyder of the Hot Mic podcast. So the rumour comes from Jeff Snyder, who has some info on the Fantastic Four casting. We've already had some, obviously, the statements from Deadline, which adds a lot of legitimacy behind it. So according to Snyder, he already knew about Pedro Pascal being cast, but couldn't release the info. He says it wasn't clear if Pascal would be able to do Fantastic Four due to a busy schedule, but now that the strikes are over, Pascal apparently freed up time for Marvel. So that's him retroactively going, well, I knew about this. He may have done. He has had some scoops. Like, he's had a lot of scoops. So he may have done. Genuinely, he may have done. But then they say this. So Snyder also adds that Pedro Pascal Fantastic Four concept art already exists, which if true suggests Marvel is moving quickly forward with the actor in the role. So apparently he's been cast, it's good to go, done. So it's also been said Adam Driver and Jake Gyllenhaal were wanted for the role, but Snyder says they were too expensive for Marvel, as Fantastic Four is having budget issues. Now that is interesting. I can see that Adam Driver would be a pretty expensive actor. Mainly, in fairness, not necessarily that he's worth it, but probably to put people off. And Jake Gyllenhaal, you know, both of these people are worth high-end money, by the way. I think they're great actors, so yeah. Anyway, shuffling on. Prior to the strike, Snyder also says that Marvel conducted Reed Richards' screen tests with Christopher Abbott and Jamie Dornan, but they were a disaster. So following the screen test that didn't do well, it's claimed Marvel realised they needed a big-name actor for the role of Reed Richards. So they settled on Pedro Pascal. He's not a big-name actor. He's good, but he's not a big-name actor. He's not a draw. It's a bit weird. that they think he's a draw. So apparently Sue Storm is clear lead of the film. So it's also said Vanessa Kirby is playing Sue Storm, which is cool. She's hot. I'll happily see her. Joseph Quinn is Human Torch and Ebon Moss Bachrach as the Thing. Sure, fine. And that's when Feige learned that the cast was apparently, quote from Snyder, way too white, according to Snyder's Insider. And they decided to use Reed Richards as a way to diversify the cast. Fucking absurd. So apparently, with respect to Galactus, Snyder claims Javier Bardem is being eyed to play the role, in a part comparable to Josh Brolin's Thanos. However, Snyder isn't sure if Bardem is getting the part or if Antonio Banderas will get the role. So Snyder also adds that Sue Storm is the clear lead of the film, which, you know, confirms that all the previous rumours were true as well. And also, the fan art is terrible. Look at this. Like, the fan art is actually atrocious. Look at this fan art. Oh my god. That's not good. That is not good. I don't like this. I don't like this fan art. I don't like that at all. I think that looks that's laughable. It looks utterly terrible. Genuinely awful. That does not convince me that he's going to be right in the role. Might convince you guys. Doesn't convince me. So, like I said, few things. It's way too white, so they cast bloody Pedro Pascal. Fine, I guess. Sure. Javier Bardem as Galactus. I like that. I actually do like that. He'll have a very imposing voice and presence in his motion capture work. I really actually do like Javier Bardem as Galactus. I don't like Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. I think that is bad casting. Genuinely. I think he could do like the subdued stuff pretty well, but overall, not such a fan of the casting at all. But look, it is what it is. This film's going to be shit anyway, because Vanessa Kirby is going to be the clear lead of the film, which confirms the rumours that she don't need no strong man anymore and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's just... Marvel are not learning a thing from their recent flops. They are down that path of absolute bollocks. And they are firmly full steam ahead on the woke train. So let me know what you think of this down below. Do you like Javier Bardem as Galactus? Do you like Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? Let me know. I'm genuinely curious. So drop your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. Check out my other videos on the Fantastic Four rumours, because that will make you aware of just how bad it actually is going to be, which is not great. Take care. Bye-bye.